Hi, and welcome back. This is part 3 of the Axel event. I'm on mission 11, and I just downloaded the new Kingdom Hearts Union podcast, so I'll have that playing in the background. Let's see how this goes.
To the 127th episode of Kingdom Hearts Union. I'm your host Brandon, and I'm here with Churro!
Hello!
And Sabrina!
Hi guys!
Oh man, how are you guys doing?
Good,
I'm doing
good.
great.
I just came back from vacation, and so chill.
I just came back from work.
That's not chill.
That's not chill at all.
Yeah, today, are you guys superstitious?
A little bit.
Yes. I'm
Okay,
Chinese, I have to be.
What does it mean when you're walking down the street and a black cat crosses your path? Is that bad? Is that a bad omen?
Yeah, it is in some cases.
Yeah. So I saw this cat and he was just like talking to me. It was kind of weird. Does that happen to you normally?
Yeah.
He was asking me for sushi. It was the strangest thing. So yeah, that was my morning today.
Did you give us some sushi?
Yeah, did you buy sushi?
Well, I mean, I don't have sushi. Like, do you just carry sushi with you? Like, is that something you do?
I mean, why don't you?
Do you assume because I live in Japan now that I just carry sushi in my pocket? That is offensive.
I would.
I would too.
Whoa. Wait.
How dare you?
Wait, guys. I just got a notification. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god. I think it's finally happened. Okay, guys, there's something that I didn't tell you about.
What?
I have a confession to make.
What did you do? What happened?
What happened? What'd you do this time?
So, the real reason I moved to Japan, I'm not an English teacher. I'm actually a secret hacker agent of some sort.
No.
Oh, no way.
I joined the group known as MedJet.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes. I was so mystified by their philosophy, their examination into the human condition by looking into the past at the Egyptian culture. I mean, you guys don't know how far this goes. Did you know that emojis are just like ancient hieroglyphics, man? Like, you don't know how far this goes.
Brandon, you're scaring me.
Yeah.
The heck?
Yeah. Now.
Hey man.
Oh, crap.
You don't know what I know. And what I know right now is we are being infiltrated. You guys are being infiltrated. Are you guys a part of the anti-medgen?
I guess. Am I?
I don't know. Well,
What? No, you shouldn't be.
I have some news for you, but this podcast is infiltrated right now, and, it seems like it's crept up out of nowhere, all around, and it's not quite what you foretold. You'll never see it coming. We've got a
What the
very
heck is
special
going on
guest
today?
right now, and it's Lady On.
Hi! I'm infiltrating you!
Oh my god! It's me! Budget Morgana! Wow, Lady On, you're so amazing! You're so amazing!
I know, thank you.
Wow, thanks for joining us. I mean, them.
You're welcome.
I was just walking around the streets of rural Japan and bumped into this guy.
What?
Oh, well,
You might
trust
know
you.
them?
If you think he's cool, then we can hang out.
Yay! Yahoo! That's what I say now. That's my new catchphrase. I've always said this. Yahoo! Okay. So anyway, please welcome, join me in welcoming our special guest, Erica Harlicker. Yay!
Woo, hi. Thank you guys for having me.
I'll add in more claps in post. Apparently, for audio production, claps are not a good idea.
Apparently, remember, run a budget.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagined that an entire crowd was cheering for me, so
There you go.
it's
Don't
all
worry.
right.
It happens in post. History is written by the living and also by editors. So
Yeah. Oh my god, my dog.
that's okay. Very special guest. It's, as long as it's cute, it's okay.
He's mad that I'm having fun with other people.
Oh, it's okay. Let's all cooperatively have fun. It might be that he heard it.
I was just gonna say, I think he heard me talking to Morgana, and she's like,
Oh, come on.
Reporting for duty. Anyway, for you new folks,
I'll just
Kingdom
play
Hearts
this
Union
out.
is part of the podcast series called Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts Union and is presented by the Gaming Union Network. We release every Tuesday, rotating each week with Final Fantasy Union, and we come out on the iTunes Store, KingdomHeartsUnion.com, and
Kingdom Hearts Ultimania's Twitter, which is @KHUltimania.
we have a 3-segment show
still?
today. Our first segment is a news segment, asterisk.
Question mark.
I'll leave it at that. Our second segment, we have an interview with Erica. Yay!
yay!
And finally, we have our question segment. In the way of announcements for today, as always, if you guys like the show, please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/FFKHUnion. Just pledge $1 and get access to a special podcast called Please Be Excited. And our Patreon executive producers for this episode are as follows. We have Barry Norton, who is at Nortron0 on Twitter. We have Blue Machine, who is at Blue Machine. Christian Burge, Joe Tremonti, who is at JC Tremonti. Louis James, Satria Jajazudharma, who is at Satria625 Ruben. Chris Morales, Brian McCardle, who is at DarkBrain92.
Just FYI, I'm a resident at a medical facility and my roommate's on a trach, so you might hear him coughing up stuff in the background periodically, sorry.
Eric Decker, who is at Choco Taco. Harley Crowley, who is at DarkZT Okami. And Churro, can you take these next few?
We got Jonathan Gonzalez at It's Just Johnny. Josh McNabb at JGK9. Marcus Karnecki. Michael Graham. Thorin Bowen at Massacre23. Tyson Wildman at Ty Wildman1. William Trengo at Barnes the Azure. Zach Duranto at ZDuranto58. Billy Jackson at _Billy Jackson.
And Sabby, if you could take these last ones.
Darren Matthews at Doomster73. John McCrae. Joseph Robertson at Pokemon Trainer J. Keith Field at The Mike Keith. Mario Herker. Mike Shirley Donnelly at Sirius Quail. Mohammed Correa. Nico Gonzalez at Nick_Nath95. Rachel Casterton at Errol Yunrei. Winkle the Bernie Bro. Perry Branstad.
That's the best.
That's the best.
I can't stop it.
At the Bernie Bro.
Come on.
Bernie Bro.
So Bernie_Bro. Vitanitas at B_Tron5000. Zach Porter at Porter Paradox. And Zelda Clone at Apes Type Novels.
And be a part of the show. Please send us your questions to khuquestions@gmail.com. Alright, so before we get to the news segment, I'm so sorry, Erica. I forgot to also say, by the way, so Erica is the voice of Takamaki from Persona 5. Oh yeah, by the way. That's
That's
where all the Persona references came from. And also, she's a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts, which is why she's here. We have not changed the Persona cast.
I'm not in the game, but I like this game.
We're so excited to have you. So.
Yes.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I'm sure our fans are also super excited. We actually quite regularly talk about Persona on the show, even though we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Good. Well,
And part of the reason is very appropriate for what we're going to be talking about next in our news asterisk segment. Because is this news ? So yeah, that's usually why we end up talking about other games.
Oh, come on.
I
So,
see.
our news for this episode, if you can call it that, is
Oh,
Shinji
fun
Hashimoto
times.
was interviewed by several Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts fan sites at Magic 2017 in France. And here are some highlights from the interview, as it were. First bit of information, I guess you could say, is there are currently no plans for Marvel in Kingdom Hearts 3 at this time.
Yay.
But yay! It probably doesn't fit. You probably shouldn't do that. You know,
Are you kidding me?
please don't. Star Wars
Yeah.
is probably okay. That's kind of fantasy-ish, but please.
No, boo, no.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with
I don't know what's
Star
gonna
Wars.
happen. So.
This could be a Kingdom Hearts 4, not Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm very
Okay, there we
passionate
go.
about this.
Okay, that's fair. I'm personally
Ah.
okay with it because I'm like, well, if you have Pirates of the Caribbean, you can have Star Wars. But that's just my
That,
feeling.
that world was a disaster.
That world was.
Oh shit!
That world was
Also,
interesting.
Also,
Right?
if you're
Oh,
gonna
that
use
blows.
Darth Vader, do you really want to throw him away in a plot that's already, like, at the end of its plot? Like, don't you want him to start out its new plot and be, like, important?
Oh, but they
Yeah.
could do it even worse, and they could do all new trilogy stuff.
No.
They can just do the prequels.
Just shove it right at the end.
See, there's so many ways it could go wrong, and I just don't want it in there.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see. So currently, no plans for Marvel. We can agree on that. That's no problem.
Yeah. Woo.
But there's no plans, which is like the political answer for I don't want to say right now, one way or the
That's
other.
true.
So it could go either way.
Oh crap!
We
Next-
should specify that Big Hero 6 is technically kind of Marvel. Because when I
It
made a tweet about
is.
this, everyone was like, "Excuse you, Big Hero 6 is Marvel, and it's already in it." And I was like, "Okay, well, obviously I didn't mean Big Hero 6."
Yeah, and I mean, if we're gonna step a little further, I mean, Kingdom Hearts is basically already Star Wars. I mean, Mickey's basically Yoda. Xemnas has lightsabers. They literally had a Death Star trench run at the end
Oh,
of
okay.
Kingdom Hearts 2 in the gummy ship level. Like,
Yeah.
so.
You got Mark Hamill too.
And Mark,
Yeah.
we already got Mark Hamill in the booth. So,
Yeah.
and James Earl Jones for Mufasa.
Oh
So
yeah.
we basically have the whole cast. We used to have Leonard Nimoy. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Rest in peace, Leonard Nimoy. Which is, I still wonder what they're gonna do with the whole Xehanort thing.
Ah,
Because
come
that was,
on.
like, super unfortunate because both Leonard Nimoy and Chikao Otsuka, the Japanese voice actor for Master Xehanort, they both passed away, like pretty close to each other actually. So it's like, what are they gonna do? Like, I mean, yeah, of course they can recast, but it's like that
not the same.
it happened well enough before the production probably
Ah,
started.
I'm
that
not
they
gonna
could
survive.
write around it if they needed to, but it's like, ooh, I don't want
Yeah,
them.
it's
I
unfortunate.
don't want them to write around it. I like his character. He's evil and he looks like an elf. Like,
And Nimoy's voice is like unique too. He's got that uniqueness in his voice. That's why it's gonna be hard to replicate that.
it's very hard to do this voice. I am a pirate.
Also, wait, was he in Star Wars? I thought it was Star Trek.
He's Star Trek. Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't.
No worries, no
crazy.
worries. It's one of those jokes where it's like, oh, man, I love playing Legend of Zelda. I love the main character Zelda. You know, the boy who's the main character
I
Zelda.
guess I'll try this.
It's one of those.
I thought his name was Zelda when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm doing this
Everybody
I got confused.
Yeah. So, the next bit of information was they asked him about multiplayer being in Kingdom Hearts 3, and he basically was like, ask Nomura.
It's such a
Alright, I'm gonna try a unique setup that I haven't done before. I'm gonna use nominate N0. See what I can do with that. I apologize, you might hear somebody yelling in the background. Again, I'm at a medical facility, so it's hard to find a quiet spot in here.
Spray everything.
Yeah. Oh, poor Nomura. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I guess we should at least consider, how multiplayer has been treated in the Kingdom Hearts series so far. They've been trying every now and then to integrate multiplayer. As early as 2004 in Chain of Memories, they had, the whole Game Boy Link cable. You could do card battles with each other, so they've had it. They've been trying for a while. Birth by Sleep had a multiplayer thing. It was local multiplayer only, which was kind of
358 over 2.
358 over 2 had multiplayer.
Yeah, had that too.
So, they've been trying, guys. Maybe they'll try harder this time. I don't know.
Try everything.
The only thing, my only request is, if you didn't plan it from the beginning, Kingdom Hearts team, I'm addressing you. If you didn't plan it from the beginning, please save it for DLC later. Don't now decide to do multiplayer and divert any resources for something like that.
Oh,
you part of SC-15?
Please later. Hey, look, say what you will about Final Fantasy XV's multiplayer. It might be good, it might be a garbage truck on fire. It might be both. But at least they saved it for later, so it didn't impact the main game. At the very least, you can commend them for that.
I don't really understand why you need multiplayer for any of these games.
I don't think they need them at all. I think it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like in Hollywood where you can't spend $100 million on a movie and not have explosions in it. It's kind of like that thing, but with games, you can't spend this much money and not chew in some multiplayer for whatever reason. Like, because the suits told me that's what all the big games do. Like, that's how it feels to me.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, like, Breath of the Wild doesn't have any multiplayer.
It doesn't, and it's so good. Please never add it, Nintendo. Don't get any ideas.
I think the idea itself is interesting to try to throw a multiplayer, but, like, you have to figure out what it's for.
Yeah,
if I can have a multiplayer
with purpose.
Heartless stuff, then that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, can you imagine Persona 5 having multiplayer? Can you imagine that?
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah, that would also probably be infuriating because Persona 5 is turn-based. So imagine having to. What if you played only one character, and it's the same exact battle system? Oh man, that just sounds like infuriating.
That would be so crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe if they did multiplayer in Kingdom Hearts for like a side quest thing, like Splatoon, where you can only have like 4 to 8 people together, and then you're like, someone's Kairi, and someone's Sora, and someone's Riku, and you just have like 3 minutes to fight off all these Heartless. That would be kind of fun. But I don't I don't need that.
Union Cross's multiplayer?
Yeah, exactly.
Gears. Well, I don't know why I'm thinking Gears because it was your thought of.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like focus on the one player game.
Please.
I've been waiting so long.
Can we just write an open letter to all game developers that are making primarily single player games? Please focus on your single player component. We still love it.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's why we buy the game.
Yeah. If a game is like it's really story based, I want to play by myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why they're making Battlefront 2.
Yeah. Well, Battlefront 2 is the opposite problem, where it probably should just be a multiplayer game, but people were complaining that, but I am socially awkward and I don't like playing with people. So they're like reverse engineering it because it's Star Wars, and I mean, I guess it makes sense because like Star Wars,
young kids want to play it.
It's a movie franchise, so it's inherently story based. So when you go into a Star Wars game, you want to have an adventure. You're not having adventures in Battlefront. You're just shooting people over and over again, which that's entertaining, but it's not what people like Star Wars for.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next question, which really hits me right in the core, is why
in the heart.
Right in the heart. There you go. It really steals my heart. Wink, wink. Pulling it all together. High five to me. When asked about why it's hard to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3, he listed out all the things they have in the pipeline this year and explained that they need to focus on the entirety of their release lineup in order so they can reveal relevant information at the right time. Which I get. Basically,
boo on that answer.
Basically, what Shinji Hashimoto's saying is like, look, we're a business, and we can't have company picnics, and we can't keep the lights on Toy Story announcements alone. Sometimes you gotta announce Aqua Horse armor. Sometimes you gotta announce belt buckle DLC for Final Fantasy XIV. Sometimes you need to announce festive mustaches for Brave Exvius and charge, $1 for them. These are the things that keep the lights on. Toy Story, yeah, that's gonna keep the lights on next year, but this year we got episode Prompto. We've got an arcade port of Dissidia. That game is not that good, by the way. I played it in arcades, and it was no. But look, sometimes
the PS4 version is not that bad. It's just the UI needs to get cleaned up.
Sometimes Papa's gotta pay the bills, and Toy Story's not doing that this year. So we gotta give everything the limelight. That's basically what it's saying.
We want the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, exactly. We don't care about
this.
that, but yeah. So I both understand and resent this answer because it's too real. It's too real. All right, so that's our news segment. I hope you enjoyed it because
so much news.
We literally gained nothing. This was literally anti-information. He said there are no plans for Kingdom Hearts or no plans for Marvel. Ask them more about multiplayer, and we can't talk. Like, this is literally the anti-information. This is the black hole of interviews. Is what I'm saying.
But he's okay. Kingdom Hearts 3, okay? So that's the big deal.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's okay. I will take the no plans for Marvel and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
Because I have been very concerned about that.
All right. How about this? What if Star Wars and/or Marvel characters were included as secret bosses, no story context? They just show up.
That would be okay.
Okay.
But then you're kind of wasting them because I feel like both of those things would be great in Kingdom Hearts 4. But I just don't want them to come in.
All right, there we go.
Story we already have with all these other classic worlds. And if you want to take the next arc of Kingdom Hearts and make it kind of a more like gritty, more live action based thing, then they would work really well. But in the current story, they just throw everything so off, and I don't want it. I don't want it.
But what if it was just a preview of things to come?
Oh, I think I got this.
That would be okay. That would be cool. Yeah, let's do that.
At least we can agree on that. All right, so moving on to the interview.
Man, I'm so glad I got the 0.
Yay.
I remember when I got it, like months ago.
On Kingdom Hearts Union,
That's coming really handy once in a while.
Diagnostic questions. These are basically how we understand.
It's like a Kingdom Hearts Tinder thing.
Yeah, pretty much. This is.
Bye-bye.
I wasn't going there, but thanks. This is how you're walking. This is how we're gonna analyze.
All right. Well, this video went longer than I was anticipating, so I'll just stop here, and I'll see you on round 12. Thanks for watching. And I'll try to continue with the podcast where I left off in case you're actually paying attention. But yeah, if you don't listen to the podcast, you're in the Kingdom Hearts. I think it's the #1 podcast on iTunes, so you should check it out. I like it. All right, later.